Hello, it's Katie and Newt back with some groundwork progress. So, a little behind the scenes here, I have been so awful at editing footage, and I'm actually super excited that I found this footage on my camera. I haven't taken footage off my camera in about a year now, and I'd filmed some stuff at a Disney World trip, and some stuff from Trans World, and some stuff from last summer at our new house. Ooh, shoot, spoiler alert, we moved, and that's part of the reason why I haven't been editing videos. So, I'd actually originally started doing videos just to become comfortable behind the camera. I didn't originally like hearing my own voice or being on film, and so I started this kind of as a personal project to help myself out with some projects at work. So, anyway, back to what's going on here with Newt. It's been super fun watching this footage to see where he's come from in the past year. It's been over a year since I got him. I have a video on my page that I went back and watched today from the day that I brought him home, or the day that he was delivered. He's still at that farm over at my cousin's, and I'm so excited to be there. We moved back home, back to the, and loving it. It's nice being closer to family and friends and being able to be home for holidays and different things. And so we're up here full time as of January. And as I'm recording this, we're in the middle of March already. Holy cow. Doing lots of projects at the house. We sold the house down in Juneau. And so that house has some new owners, and the profits that we made from flipping that house, we rolled into the next project house, because why hurry up and finish up projects to start more? That's why we've been so busy. So Newt's coming along well. I mean, we've struggled, especially not being in the area to work with him on a regular basis. The original plan was to move him across the state. And a bunch of stuff happened, and we made the decision. Long term, we'd planned on moving in about 5 years, and we expedited that for multiple reasons. And so Newt kind of got put on the back burner. He got to be a horse, grow a little. He's grown into his body. In this video, you can still see a little bit. He's higher in the hind quarter versus his withers. And he's leveled out a little bit. He's filled in a lot, developing some muscles, some tone. He's getting proper nutrition. His feet are getting trimmed on a regular basis. Some of his joints are looking nicer. He has some nicer movement. And he's becoming more level-headed. He doesn't toss his head around as much. He doesn't whip it around like you can see every once in a while in the video where he's got a little bit of sass. Still struggling with getting him to bend his body. You really want him tracking when he's in a circle to bend his rib cage, and he likes to stay very straight, especially going to the left. You can see it right there as he kind of turned around to the left there. They should tip their head in ever so slightly and then curve their rib cage around that circle, and he really doesn't have a whole lot of curve to him most of the time. But some of the things that I'm seeing him present in these videos, and I am not an expert by any means, I don't see him do anymore. Some of the tossing of the head and kind of unsure where he turns into the circle and looks at you. Some of that, he's a lot more confident in what I'm asking him. I like seeing that licking and chewing there as he stops and thinks about what I'm asking him to do. But then he cut into the circle there, crowding me. Some of those habits are gone. He seems to know the routine better now that we've been working with him on a more regular basis. And when I say we, my cousin Lauren has helped me out some. She has way more hours in the saddle, especially working with young horses, than I do. And I am by no means an expert at any of this. But I hope that you enjoyed watching it. If you made it this long, these videos really are for me to track our progress and see where Newt's coming along, where some of the weaknesses are by watching the video. I'm even noticing some of the mistakes that I make, where I'm maybe not presenting my body the correct way or as clear as I could be. And even when I was a little kid, somebody said, you need to videotape yourself so you can watch and see what you're actually doing. Even when someone's like watching you and giving you a lesson, you might not fully understand what they're trying to tell you and point out. So it's just nice to have this footage to look back on. Here he's crowding. He really doesn't do this anymore at all because I've been very consistent about correcting that. If I'm not asking him to move towards me and he takes baby steps towards me, I ask him to step back, and he can come forward when I ask him to, and present that to him. So that habit's gone. I really don't encounter that with him at all anymore. So if you guys have a horse, I encourage filming yourself so that you can see and what you're doing and how your horse presenting like that. There, he's kind of turning towards me and not really wanting to move forward. I should have pushed him forward more in that moment to get him moving out at the end of the line correctly, instead of whatever that head toss thing was. And I didn't handle that correctly. So very interesting to see and watch yourself on the video. He still does this quite a bit. He stops and comes into the circle quite a ways. And that's something I don't know if I've really picked up on until watching some of these videos either. I should maybe be keeping him out further. He's really good about this, always has been, letting me touch him with the stick and the string. Some people call those candy sticks. Anything that I ever do with a stick or any tool, I would never do anything with it that I wouldn't do with my own hand. So that's always a misconception sometimes with whips and those kinds of things. This one has like a little leather popper on the end of it. But again, I would never do anything to him with it that I wouldn't do with my own hand. So normally you don't even touch him with it. And you can see how much it doesn't hurt him. He's just standing there while I flip it around and touch him with it. He really doesn't care. And on that note, it is a beautiful day out right now, and so I'm going to head out to the farm and work with Newt while this uploads to YouTube. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time with the next progress video, hopefully not a year later.